Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you through a 20-minute full body Pilates workout, perfect for when you're short on time. Getting started in a cross-legged position in the center of our mats. Take an inhale as you lift your right arm, exhale, fall up and over to the left. Inhale, lift through center, exhale, fall up and over to the right. Two more each side. Inhale through center, exhale to the left, get that side stretch. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. One more each side like this, stretching over to the left and stretching over to the right. Let's add a sweep around to the front now, so lift up and over to the left. Sweep your arms in front of you and lift up through center. Lift up and over to the right, sweep the arms around, and come through center, up to the left. Sweep around, loosening through the spine, come through center, other side. Just give me one more in each direction, lifting the right arm up and over, swing around. Lift through center, last one, left arm up and over, sweep around, come through center, let your arms come down by your sides, and cross your left foot over the right knee now. Inhale as you reach the right arm up, exhale, hook your elbow onto the left knee and twist over the left shoulder, getting a nice spinal twist. I like to press into that left hand behind me just to deepen the rotation through the spine a bit, also getting a bonus stretch for the left hip here. Gently release that twist, switch sides, cross right foot over left knee, inhale, left arm comes up, exhale, find your twist. Press your right hip down towards the mat if you want a deeper stretch into that right hip and that right glute here. Really focusing on the rotation and that stretch through the spine. Release your twist now and gently make your way over to an all fours position, stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And take an inhale as you arch your back, lifting chest and chin up. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, round through the spine one more time. Inhale, arch the back, find your cow pose. Exhale, curve up through the spine, finding your cat. Come into a neutral spine now, and let's get ready for a little warm-up plank combo. So step your feet back, finding your straight arm plank. Lift your right leg straight up towards the sky, place it down, lift the left leg up, place it down, then press your hips up and back, down dog, and shift forward. Let's do that 4 more times. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts, hips press up and back, and we shift forward, starting to connect movement with breath, exhaling to lift the leg, inhaling to place it down, exhaling to press the hips up, and inhaling to shift forward. So lift the right leg up and down, left leg up and down, hips press back, get that nice stretch here, and shift forward. This is our last round. Right leg, left leg, and press your hips up and back. Hold in your down dog now. Just start to pedal out the legs, alternating bending into each side, really pressing down through the palms, getting a stretch through the upper body as well. Press both heels down towards the mat now. And then find a slight bend in your knees, walk your hands forward to meet your feet, coming into your forward fold, stretching out through the lower body here. Grab a hold of opposite elbows, sway gently from side to side, releasing through the spine and the hips. Come through center, drop your hands, shake your head yes, and shake it no. Hold through center now for a couple more deep breaths. And on your next exhale, start to bend, bend, bend into your knees till you're all the way down onto the mat. And let's lay flat on our backs now, getting ready to work the core. So bend your knees, keep your feet hip distance apart, tuck your hips under so your lower back is imprinted down into the spine, and then float your knees up to tabletop, stacking them directly over the hips. Interlace your hands behind your head with the elbows out wide, and on your exhale, crunch up through the chest. Inhale, lower everything down. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, lower. 6 more like this, lifting head, neck, and shoulder blades up off the mat and then lowering everything right back down. Knees are staying frozen over the hips here, so make sure they're not creeping in towards the chest. You really want to use those stabilizer muscles in the core to keep them nice and aligned over the hips. Let's hold lifted up in our crunch position now. And on your inhale, tap your right toes to the mat. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, tap the left. Exhale, lift. Right toes tap and lift. Left toes tap and lift. The knee is staying bent in the 90-degree angle the entire time. We're hinging at the hip to lower the toes all the way down to the mat and hinging at the hip to lift them all the way back up, rather than just tapping by hinging at the knee here, really forcing us to use those lower abs for these alternating toe taps. Just give me one more each side before we kick this up one last level. And last one. Squeeze the legs together now, flex through your feet, and on your inhale, lower both heels down to the mat. Exhale, lift the knees back to tabletop. Inhale, lower the heels down. Exhale, lift them up. Inhaling, big breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Lower back is staying connected with the mat the entire time here. If you're feeling it start to creep up, I want you to just reduce your range of motion, maybe lowering halfway, or even just a couple of inches, whatever's working for you today. But wherever you are, I want you to focus on taking a big breath in as you drop the heels, exhaling, contracting through the core as you lift the knees. This is your last one, you can do it. And hug the knees in towards the chest, lower down through the upper body, and circle your hips out a couple of times in each direction as you take some deep breaths. Release your legs back down to the mat, roll over onto one side, and press yourself up, finding an all-fours position now. Keep your left palm down on the mat, but drop down to your right forearm so that it's parallel to the front edge of the mat in front of you, and stack your hips over your knees. Inhale to prepare, and on your exhale, lift the left leg up to the side. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower in our fire hydrants here, so squeezing through that left outer glute as we inhale, tap the knees together. Exhale, squeeze and lift, keeping your chest pointed down towards the floor the entire time here as that left knee goes out to the side and back down. Hold that left knee lifted now. Inhale, draw it in towards the left elbow. Exhale, press it straight back. Inhale, tap knee to elbow. Exhale, extend the leg. 6 more. Inhale, squeeze through that oblique as you draw your knee in towards the elbow. And exhale, press back through the leg, lifting it maybe an inch or 2 higher each time, squeezing through that left glute. As you inhale, squeeze knee to elbow. Exhale, extend the leg back. 2 more here. Inhale in, exhale, press back. And last one. Hold with that leg extended behind you. On your inhale, tap your toes down onto the mat. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, tap the toes down. Exhale, lift. 8 more like this, squeezing through that left glute. Make sure that chest is still rotated down towards the mat and you're not opening up towards the left side. Really putting all of the tension, all of the focus onto that left glute here as we exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Give me 3 more, squeezing an inch higher. Last 2. And last one. Hold that left leg lifted and give me tiny circles to the front now. Just for 8 more. 7, drawing circles about the size of a baseball here, feeling that burn start to intensify through that left glute. And switch directions, give me 10 circles to the back now. Don't let that leg drop, keep it nice and lifted. We are almost at the end of this left glute series. I know it burns. Just give me 2 more circles. And hold through center. Let's finish with pulses up for 10. For 9, lifting a couple of inches, lowering a couple of inches. This is where we finish this series. You can do it breathing through the burn here, just for 4 more. Last 3, lift an inch higher. Last 2. And last 1. Bend that left knee down, reach the arms forward, press the hips back, find your child's pose for a very well-deserved rest here. And when you're ready, slide your hands back towards your hips. Unfortunately, we do have to repeat that entire series on the other leg, so find that all-fours position once again. Right palm stays on the mat, left forearm comes down, parallel to the front edge of our mat. Inhale to prepare, and on your exhale, squeeze and lift that right knee up to the side. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift. 6 more here, starting out in our basic fire hydrant, just warming up through that right glute. As we exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, tap it down. For 3 more. And last 2. Hold that knee lifted up to the side now. Inhale, draw knee to elbow. Exhale, press your leg straight back. Inhale, bend the knee in. Exhale, press the leg back, squeezing through that right oblique as the knee drives in towards the left elbow, and squeezing through the right glute as we press the leg back behind us. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, press back. Inhale in. Exhale, back. Give me 2 more here, squeezing in. Press it back, keeping the chest down towards the mat. Last 1. Hold that leg extended behind you now. Inhale, tap the toes to the mat. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. 8 more, squeezing through that right outer glute here as we tap it down and lift it up. Make sure you're not sinking down into your shoulders here. You're actively pressing through the left forearm and the right palm to stay active and lifted through the chest as we focus on that right glute. Just give me 2 more here, exhaling to lift. And last 1, hold that leg lifted in the air. Give me circles to the front for 10. For 9, you made it through it on the other side. You can make it through on this side. We've got 6 more, taking this nice and slow here. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions. Give me 10 circles to the back. Maybe challenge yourself, lift that leg up a little bit higher now. Just 6 more, keeping the chest pointed down towards the floor. Just for 3, 2, and hold through center. Pulse that leg up to finish for 10. For 9, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can do it. I know it burns. Glutes are getting a break after this. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Bend that right knee down in to meet the left and find your child's pose one last time in this class, reaching the arms forward, pressing the hips down, getting a nice little glute stretch, back stretch, arm stretch here. And when you're ready, slowly slide your hands back towards your hips and sweep your legs out around in front of you and drop down to your forearms so that your elbows are stacked directly under the shoulders, pressing up through the forearms to keep your back nice and flat here, getting ready for another little core series. So when you're ready, lift your knees up to tabletop, stacking them over the hips, and draw your right knee in towards your chest as you extend the left, and let's switch the legs. Left knee bends in, and switch, switch, and switch. So this is the little variation on our single leg stretch, which we usually do with the back flat on the mat, but this adds a little bit of an added challenge by lifting up through the upper body as we're still keeping that same switching movement with the legs. This is your last one. Extend both legs out in front of you, draw the left knee in, lower both legs to the mat, lift them back up, left leg extends, right knee in, lower the legs, lift them up, Right leg extends. Exhale, knee draws in. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and inhale. So lowering the legs in that same shape with one knee bent in, the other leg extended. Really challenging the lower core here. I want you to make sure that you're not sagging your upper back down through your shoulders. You're pressing through the forearms, lifting up through the chest and the back to maintain a nice neutral spine and keep the tension on the core and out of the lower back here. As we draw one knee in, lower the legs, lift them up, extend, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Just give me 2 more each side here. You can do it using your breath to help you through this move. We've just got 1 more each side as the left knee draws in, legs lower, lift, extend, last one, right knee in, lower the legs, lift them up, extend, and bend both knees in. Awesome job. That is not an easy move. And let's flip around, getting ready for our final series of this class. I promise we'll get a nice long stretch after this. We're getting ready for a forearm plank combo as our finale today. So drop down onto your forearm, stacking shoulders over elbows, and step your feet back so you've got a nice straight line from the top of your head to your heels. Tap both knees to the mat, lift them up, dip your hips to the right, to the left, back through center, both knees tap down and lift, hips to the right, hips to the left, through center. We've got 8 more rounds of this as we rotate knees to the right, up and over to the left, tap the knees down, and lift, working the obliques with our hip dips, working the lower abs with those knee taps, and working the rest of the entire body just by having to hold in this forearm plank. When you rotate the hips side to side, focus on keeping that chest pointed towards the floor, rotating from the middle of your back, really ringing out through the core here. We've just got 3 more rounds of this combo, and then we are on to our full body stretch to wrap up this class. Final 2, tap the knees and lift, hips rotate, and rotate. Last one, make this your strongest one yet. Knees tap down and lift, hips to the side, and switch. Hold through center for one last inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower down onto your stomach, press up through the forearms, lift the chin and the chest. Finding our Sphinx pose here, pressing up through the arms, stretching out the front side of the body. Maybe gently lowering and lifting your chin, getting a bit of a neck stretch here. When you're ready, lower down through the chest and flip over 180 degrees so that you're laying on your back now. Extend your legs out in front of you, reach your arms up overhead, and stretch in either direction, lengthening through the core. And then release your arms down by your sides. Hug your left knee in towards your chest, pressing your low back down into the mat now. And then draw your right knee across the body, looking over the left shoulder, getting a spinal twist and a stretch for that left glute here. Come back through center, bend into the right knee, and then cross left ankle over right knee, reach through, grab a hold of the back of your right thigh, pull knee in towards the chest, getting a deeper stretch through that left glute. Release that stretch, extend your left leg long down the mat, hug your right knee in towards the chest now, pressing the lower back down. And then draw right knee across the body, look over the right shoulder, getting that spinal twist and a gentle hip stretch. Come through center, bend your left knee in, cross right ankle over the left knee, and draw your left knee in towards the chest, getting that deep glute stretch. Release your left foot back down, uncross the right, and then roll over onto one side and press yourself up to a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. And take an inhale as you lift your right arm up. Exhale, fall up and over to the left, dropping down to the forearm, feeling that stretch through the right side. Lift up through center, other side. Left arm lifts up and over, getting that same side body stretch on the left here. Come up through center and give me big shoulder rolls to the back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch direction, shoulder rolls to the front for 4, 3, just wringing out through the upper body, and last one. Take a big breath in now, reaching your arms straight up overhead, separating through all the vertebrae, all the ribs, and exhale, press your arms down by your sides. And that is it for today's 20-minute full body Pilates workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.